Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. Raised in a deeply religious family, his father, Martin Luther King Sr., was a prominent preacher, and his mother was a kind and intelligent woman who strongly emphasized the value of education. Growing up in the South, King was no stranger to the racial segregation and discrimination that defined the era. One of the pivotal moments of his childhood was when he experienced firsthand the harsh realities of segregation. He was deeply affected when he was not allowed to sit with his white friends due to segregation policies. These early experiences shaped his view on inequality and injustice, setting the stage for his later activism. King attended Morehouse College, where he studied theology and philosophy. He was greatly influenced by Dr. Benjamin E. Mays, the president of Morehouse College, who taught him that he could use knowledge and philosophy to challenge inequality and fight for justice. During his time at college, King also became familiar with the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, who promoted nonviolent resistance as a means to achieve social change. These teachings would profoundly shape King's future approach to civil rights activism. Dr. King became involved in the civil rights movement in 1955, beginning his leadership role with the Montgomery bus boycott following the arrest of Rosa Parks, a Black woman who refused to give up her seat on a segregated bus. This boycott was a pivotal moment in the fight against racial discrimination, and King's leadership during the boycott brought him into the spotlight as a prominent civil rights leader.
On August 28, 1963, Dr. King delivered his famous speech, "I Have a Dream," at the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. This march was the largest rally for civil rights in American history, and King's words became a global symbol of the fight for racial equality and justice. In this speech, King spoke of a future where Black and white Americans could live together in harmony, sharing in the freedoms and opportunities that the country promised to all citizens.
In 1964, Dr. King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his tireless work in the fight for civil rights and social justice. He became the first African American to receive this prestigious honor, and his victory was not only a personal achievement, but also a victory for the movement he led. Dr. King was always focused on expanding his activism, moving from civil rights issues to broader social issues like poverty and economic inequality. He also spoke out against the Vietnam War, believing that the resources being used for war should instead be invested in addressing poverty and improving education and healthcare in America. On April 4, 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was tragically assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, while supporting striking sanitation workers. His death sent shockwaves around the world and marked the loss of one of the greatest champions for justice. Though his life was cut short, his legacy has continued to inspire millions worldwide. He became an enduring symbol of peace, justice, and the nonviolent struggle for equality. His influence is still felt today in the ongoing fight for civil rights and social justice.
Today, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is remembered as one of the most powerful voices for racial equality and human rights in modern history. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, celebrated each year in the United States, serves as a reminder of his vision for a better world and the ongoing work to fulfill his dream of justice and equality.
If you enjoyed the story and want to learn more about the heroes who changed the world, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible tales from history. Your support helps keep the stories of these legendary figures alive.